Your heart has beaten for you every second of your life. Now it's your turn to protect it. When pain strikes, courage begins and calm action can save your life. Even alone, you are never helpless. One steady breath and one smart move can keep your heart beating. You've lived through storms before, and this time your strength will keep your heart alive. Imagine you're sitting quietly in your living room. The television hums softly, the afternoon sunlight spills across the floor, and for a moment everything feels peaceful. Then, out of nowhere, there's a strange heaviness in your chest. It's not sharp at first, just pressure, a tight band wrapping slowly around your ribs. You shift in your chair thinking it's indigestion. You sip a little water, try to stretch, but the discomfort doesn't fade. Instead, it begins to climb up toward your neck and down your left arm. A wave of dizziness passes through you and your breath shortens. Deep down, you know something isn't right. If you're over 60, this could be the beginning of a heart attack, and you might be alone. In that terrifying moment, every second matters. Doctors often say the difference between surviving and not surviving can come down to what you do in the very first minute. Most people freeze. They tell themselves, maybe it's nothing, maybe it'll pass. But time is the one thing your heart can't spare. So if this ever happens, there are a few calm, deliberate actions that could save your life. The first and most important thing is awareness. The body often whispers before it screams. A slight pain in your chest after climbing stairs, unusual fatigue that lingers for days, shortness of breath even when you're sitting, or swelling in the feet and ankles. All of these can be early signals that your heart is under strain. Learning to listen to those signals is like learning a new language your body speaks. When something feels off, pause and pay attention. Seniors who survive heart attacks often say they sensed something was wrong hours before the real pain began. Trust that instinct. It's your heart's quiet cry for help. If the moment strikes suddenly, your goal is to stay conscious, alert, and ready to call for help. Keep your phone within reach, especially in the rooms where you spend most of your time. Program an emergency number on speed dial, or set your phone to call your local emergency service with a single button. When that pressure builds in your chest, resist the urge to stand up or walk around. Moving suddenly can make your heart work harder. Instead, sit down slowly, keep your spine straight, and focus on steady breathing. Tell yourself out loud, stay calm, help is coming. It might sound small, but calming your mind keeps your oxygen level balanced and your pulse from racing. Doctors recommend one specific action that has saved thousands of lives. Chew an aspirin if you have one, and if you're not allergic. Not swallow, chew. The reason is simple. Chewing allows the medicine to enter your bloodstream faster, thinning your blood and helping to prevent the clot from growing. Keep one regular aspirin tablet near your bedside, in your wallet, or even taped inside a kitchen drawer where you can find it quickly. That one small tablet could buy you the minutes you need before help arrives. After that, call for help immediately. If you can speak, dial your emergency number, put the phone on speaker and tell the operator your location and that you may be having a heart attack. Leave the phone on so responders can hear what's happening. If you have a smartwatch or a medical alert button, press it. Many devices now automatically detect abnormal heart rhythms and can alert emergency services even if you lose consciousness. While waiting, unlock your front door. It sounds simple, but paramedics lose precious seconds breaking in when every heartbeat counts. Once the door is open, sit where you can breathe easily. Upright in a chair or against a wall with your knees bent slightly. Don't lie flat. Lying down can reduce lung capacity and make it harder for your heart to pump efficiently. Now focus on your breathing. Breathe in slowly through your nose for 4 seconds, then exhale gently through your mouth for 6. Imagine each breath sending calm through your body, slowing your pulse, easing that tightness. If fear begins to rise, remember that thousands of people survive heart attacks every day because they stayed calm long enough for help to arrive. You're not helpless. You're buying your heart time. Once the immediate danger has passed, once you're in professional care, the next question always follows: why did it happen? For most seniors, a heart attack isn't just an event. It's the result of years of hidden buildup. Fatty deposits, stress, poor sleep, high blood pressure, and cholesterol silently wear down the arteries. The good news is, your heart is incredibly resilient. Even after 60, it can heal, grow stronger, and recover if you give it the right care. Doctors often tell patients the heart doesn't just need medicine, it needs a partner. It needs you to change small habits that make a huge difference. Start with your diet. A heart-healthy plate isn't about starvation or bland food, it's about Create a calming bedtime routine. Turn off bright screens, dim the lights, play soft music, or take a warm shower. Your heart beats over 100,000 times a day. It deserves those quiet hours to heal. Another important key is connection. Loneliness itself is a silent threat. Studies show seniors who feel isolated are twice as likely to have heart problems. Talking with family, joining a group, even chatting with a neighbor reduces stress hormones that strain the heart. If you live alone, schedule regular calls or video chats. Keep voices around you. The heart thrives not only on blood and oxygen, but also on warmth and companionship. And never underestimate regular checkups. Many heart attacks could be prevented if warning signs were spotted early. Blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar tests can reveal danger long before you feel it. Don't wait for pain to see your doctor. Make those visits part of your self-care routine, like brushing your teeth or taking a walk. Prevention is your first defense. For seniors over 60, surviving a heart attack alone starts long before it happens. It begins with preparation, keeping emergency numbers handy, storing aspirin within reach, telling family or neighbors about your health condition. It's about turning fear into readiness. When you're prepared, panic has less power. Your heart has carried you through decades of joy, loss, laughter, and love. It has beaten faithfully through sleepless nights and busy days. Now in this season of life, it asks for your attention, not fear, but partnership. Each day you give it care, it gives you life in return. If you ever find yourself alone and your heart begins to cry for help, remember, stay calm, call for help, chew the aspirin, sit upright, breathe slowly, and trust that every calm action is bringing help closer. Survival isn't luck, it's presence of mind. And even after 60, your best defense is knowing what to do before the moment comes. When the heart begins to struggle, it doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers in strange ways. A wave of nausea, a sudden sweat, a faint ache in your jaw, or a feeling that something just isn't right. Many people, especially seniors, mistake those signals for fatigue or indigestion. But inside, something far more serious is happening. A blood vessel, once smooth and open, begins to close. A small clot forms, blocking the flow of oxygen. The heart, a muscle that never rests, starts to suffocate. In those silent seconds, every heartbeat is fighting for survival. That's when the mind becomes the strongest medicine you have. Panic is the enemy of oxygen. Fear tightens the chest, speeds the pulse, and makes the heart struggle harder. Calm, steady breathing is your power. Breathe in slowly through your nose, exhale softly through your mouth, and remind yourself that every calm breath is feeding your heart. You are not powerless. You are giving your body a chance to fight back. Doctors say that most people who survive heart attacks alone did one thing right. They stayed awake. Staying conscious means staying in control. If you feel the world starting to fade, focus on something in front of you, a picture, a light, a prayer, a memory. Tell yourself to stay with it. Whisper it out loud if you have to. Stay with it, stay awake. That determination, that inner voice, keeps your blood flowing a little longer until help reaches you. Inside the hospital, when doctors treat heart attack patients, they often see a story behind every heartbeat. A teacher who spent years caring for others but forgot to care for herself. If you're alone and the pain begins, your job is not to be strong, your job is to be smart. Sit down, breathe, call for help, chew the aspirin, and let your calmness work in your favor. Many people survive simply because they did not waste time doubting themselves. A few minutes of hesitation can cost a lifetime. So if it feels different, if it feels deep, or if your instinct says something is wrong, believe it. Instinct is one of the most powerful alarms you have. And when you survive, because you will, that moment becomes a turning point. It's your body's way of saying start again, live differently. The recovery after a heart attack is not just physical, it's emotional. You learn to appreciate the quiet moments, the warmth of sunlight on your face, the sound of laughter. Life feels more fragile, but also more precious. Every breath feels earned. The first few weeks after recovery are critical. Your heart will be healing, and your mind might be afraid. Many people feel anxiety after a heart attack, worrying that it will happen again. That fear is natural, but it can be transformed. Instead of letting it paralyze you, let it guide you toward care. Follow the doctor's instructions carefully. Take your medicines regularly and never skip checkups. This isn't weakness, it's wisdom. The bravest thing you can do is protect yourself. Doctors often tell seniors that recovery is not just about the heart, it's about the lifestyle that surrounds it. Imagine your life as a garden. The heart is the soil, the body is the plant, and your habits are the water and sunlight. When you nourish it with the right food, movement, rest, and peace, the heart grows strong again. Replace fear with discipline, worry with routine, and guilt with gratitude. Each healthy choice is a small act of love toward yourself. Morning routines make a huge difference. Begin your day slowly. Stretch, breathe, smile. Drink a glass of water before you move too quickly. Let your body wake up gently, not with a jolt. Avoid rushing or lifting heavy things early in the morning when your blood pressure is at its peak. Let the day meet you softly like the sunrise. The food you eat is medicine or poison, depending on the choice. Doctors say seniors should focus on foods that reduce inflammation and improve blood flow. Fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, olive oil, nuts, and fish, these are your body's best friends. Cut down on processed food, deep-fried snacks, and excess salt. And if you crave something sweet, choose fruits over sugar. The goal is not perfection, it's progress. Even small changes create huge results over time. Movement, too, should be gentle but consistent. 10 minutes of walking after each meal is more powerful than an hour of hard exercise once a week. The goal is circulation, to keep the blood flowing, the joints flexible, the mind clear. Movement reminds your heart that you are still here, still fighting, still living. And while caring for your body, don't forget your emotions. Emotional stress is one of the biggest triggers for heart attacks, especially after 60. Holding anger, sadness, or guilt in your chest literally weighs down your heart. Forgive yourself, forgive others, let go of regrets that keep you awake at night. Peace of mind is as healing as any medicine. If you live alone, prepare your space with safety in mind. Keep your phone near your bed or on a lanyard. Store emergency medication where you can reach it easily. Tell a trusted neighbor about your condition so they can check on you regularly. These small steps turn your home into a safe zone, a place of readiness, not fear. And keep a small daily reminder of gratitude. It might be a journal where you write 3 simple things each day that made you smile. Gratitude lowers stress, improves blood flow, and creates a sense of calm that protects your heart. Studies show people who focus on gratitude after a heart attack recover faster and live longer. When you think about survival, remember it's not just about that single day when your heart struggled. It's about every day after it. The way you treat your body, the way you feed your mind, and the way you calm your spirit, that's the real recovery. Every sunrise is a second chance. Many seniors who survived heart attacks say that moment changed everything. They started walking again, cooking better meals, calling old friends, and laughing more. The fear that once held them down became the fuel that pushed them to live. They realized something powerful. The heart doesn't just beat for blood, it beats for purpose. When you find something worth waking up for, your heart beats stronger. So find your purpose again. It doesn't matter how small it seems. Tending to your garden, spending time with your grandchildren, volunteering, or simply watching the world wake up with a cup of tea. Joy is medicine. Laughter is therapy. Love is oxygen. And hope is the strongest heartbeat of all. Even if you have scars, even if you've slowed down, remember this: you are not broken, you are being rebuilt. Every challenge, every illness, every scar is proof that you fought to stay alive. And your heart, no matter how tired it feels, still has the courage to keep going. Every morning you wake up is proof that your heart never gave up on you. Even after the pain, the surgeries, the sleepless nights filled with fear, it kept beating. Quietly, faithfully, without complaint. The same heart that carried you through your childhood, your youth, your struggles, your joys, and every single memory you ever made, that heart still chooses life. It has fought for you when you didn't even know it was fighting. So today, it's time to fight for it. Most people think a heart attack ends with survival or death. But doctors will tell you surviving is only the beginning. What truly matters is what comes after, the new chapter you write with every beat. Many seniors who live through a heart attack describe a strange calm afterward, a new kind of awareness. They say the colors seem brighter, the food tastes richer, the laughter sounds deeper. Because once you come face to face with the fragility of life, you stop rushing through it. You start living it. Recovery doesn't mean pretending it never happened. It means listening more closely than ever before. Every ache, every breath, every change in rhythm, it's your body's language. When you treat it with kindness, it responds with strength. Rest when you need to, move when you can, breathe with purpose. It's not weakness to slow down, no, it's wisdom. The heart loves patience. You might have days where fear tries to creep back in, that quiet fear that says, what if it happens again? When that thought comes, don't fight it with panic. Fight it with preparation. Remind yourself that now you know what to do. You know the warning signs, the calm steps, the life-saving moments. You are no longer helpless, you are aware. Knowledge is power and calmness is survival. Each day, speak to your heart with gratitude. Tell it, thank you for beating. Thank you for staying. Thank you for giving me another sunrise, another chance to call someone I love, another walk through the garden, another laugh over tea. Gratitude lowers stress, heals the spirit, and keeps the heart light. Doctors often say, after 60, the goal isn't just to live longer, and it's to live stronger, to live peacefully, to live meaningfully. The secret is not in fancy pills or miracle cures. It's in the everyday choices that add up quietly. A bowl of fruit instead of fried food, a 10-minute walk instead of another hour sitting. Forgiveness instead of anger. Joy instead of worry. These simple things don't just heal the heart, they make life beautiful again, and don't forget the power of connection. The heart loves company. Talk to people who lift you up. Spend time with family, with friends, or even with nature. If you live alone, step outside once a day, feel the air, watch the sky, listen to the sound of life around you. Isolation can make your heart heavy, but connection makes it beat freely again. If your doctor gives you medicine, take it with respect, not fear. Those small tablets are your allies, not your enemies. Keep a routine, same time every day. Keep track of your blood pressure and sugar, not as a burden but as a promise to yourself. Let every small act of care be a way of saying, I choose life. Sometimes late at night, when the world is quiet and you feel your pulse under your fingers, remember that what you're feeling is not just a rhythm. It's a story. Every beat says, I've survived. Every pause says, I'm still healing. Every steady pulse says, I'm still here. That's the music of life. There will be moments when memories of pain return. The ambulance ride, the hospital lights, the fear. But now those memories don't define you. They remind you. They remind you that you are stronger than fear. That your body is capable of recovery, that your spirit refused to give up. You are not fragile. You are proof of resilience. So when you wake up tomorrow, place your hand over your heart. Feel its steady rhythm. Say quietly to yourself, I am alive, I am healing, I am... And every night before you sleep, thank your heart for another day of loyalty. If you ever feel that pain again, you'll know what to do. You'll stay calm, you'll act fast, you'll call for help, you'll breathe slowly, and you'll survive again. Because once you've learned the rhythm of survival, it never leaves you. And if you're listening to this now, it means you still have time. Time to make new memories, to love deeper, to forgive faster, to smile more often. You are not too old to begin again. Your story is not over. The best chapters can still be written after 60. So here's the truth that every doctor and every survivor knows deep in their heart. You can't control when the heart stumbles, but you can control how you rise. You can't choose every moment, but you can choose how to live through it. And when you choose calmness over panic, courage over fear, and gratitude over despair, you give your heart the greatest medicine of all: peace. And while caring for your body, don't forget your emotions. Emotional stress is one of the biggest triggers for heart attacks, especially after 60. Holding anger, sadness, or guilt in your chest literally weighs down your heart. Forgive yourself, forgive others, let go of regrets that keep you awake at night. Peace of mind is as healing as any medicine. If you live alone, prepare your space with safety in mind. Keep your phone near your bed or on a lanyard. Store emergency medication where you can reach it easily. Tell a trusted neighbor about your condition so they can check on you regularly. These small steps turn your home into a safe zone, a place of readiness, not fear. And keep a small daily reminder of gratitude. It might be a journal where you write 3 simple things each day that made you smile. Gratitude lowers stress, improves blood flow, and creates a sense of calm that protects your heart. Studies show people who focus on gratitude after a heart attack recover faster and live longer. When you think about survival, remember it's not just about that single day when your heart struggled. It's about every day after it. The way you treat your body, the way you feed your mind, and the way you calm your spirit, that's the real recovery. Every sunrise is a second chance. Many seniors who survived heart attacks say that moment changed everything. They started walking again, cooking better meals, calling old friends, and laughing more. The fear that once held them down became the fuel that pushed them to live. They realized something powerful. The heart doesn't just beat for blood, it beats for purpose. When you find something worth waking up for, your heart beats stronger. So find your purpose again. It doesn't matter how small it seems. tending to your garden, spending time with your grandchildren, volunteering, or simply watching the world wake up with a cup of tea. Joy is medicine. Laughter is therapy. Love is oxygen. And hope is the strongest heartbeat of all. Even if you have scars, even if you've slowed down, remember this: you are not broken, you are being rebuilt. Every challenge, every illness, every scar is proof that you fought to stay alive. And your heart, no matter how tired it feels, still has the courage to keep going.